Pilate said, I find no fault with this man. And he washed his hands. Of the whole matter. They took Jesus. And with a cat of nine tails, they whipped him. Over and over again, 39 times, with that cat of nine tails, nine separate pieces of leather with stones and pottery shards and anything that they could find that would hurt him tied to it. And then they put a purple robe on his back. Purple, the color of a king, the color fit for a king. Then they put a crown of thorns on his head. And in a display of mockery, bowed to him and said, "Hail, King of the Jews." They placed the cross on his back. He carried the cross up Golgotha's hill to the place of the skull, that place called Calvary. And on Calvary's hill, he was nailed to that cross. For you and for me. Two thieves were nailed to crosses on either side of him. One of the thieves said, "You saved others, save yourself and us." The other thief said, "Don't you fear God? This man has done nothing wrong. We deserve our punishment, but he has done nothing wrong." And then he said to Jesus, "Remember me when you come into your kingdom." And Jesus said to that thief, today you will be with me in paradise. From the cross, Jesus looked down at the crowd and said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." He also looked down and saw his mother with his disciple John and said to her, "Mother, John is now your son. John, this is now your mother." It was Jesus' way of making sure his mother would be taken care of once he was gone. And then after 6 hours on that cross, he said, "It is finished. Into your hands I commend my spirit." And he breathed his last. The veil in the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. An earthquake opened up the ground and opened up the graves that were nearby, and the people came up out of the graves miraculously alive. But Jesus was dead. It all started with a parade. But now it seemed to end. For this good man was dead. He was placed in a borrowed tomb. And it looked like it was over. in just a few days, we who love Jesus will celebrate the resurrection. But before we can get to the resurrection, we have to think about the cross. And so, in a spirit of prayer, with heads bowed and eyes closed, think on these things.